Here's a little intro until I get one professionally done. Like, comment, and subscribe to join in on the fun. Hello, welcome. Today we are in North Carolina on the Blue Ridge Expressway, which is an expressway that runs through the Smoky Mountains, the Blue Ridge Mountains, whatever you want to call them. You can see the Blue Ridge. Ooh. And today's actually one of the days that it hasn't been raining. So I wanted to take advantage of this and go on a drive, go see what we can see. A lot of scenery. Ooh. I've pulled over at an outlook here. It looks like we are at Thunderstruck Ridge, and there's wonderful scenery. It's just beautiful. This is one of the places that Jacob took me first when I came to visit him in Waynesville, and I actually haven't been back since, so I wanted to make a point to come here. I've been wanting to come here for a while, but you know, I moved in November when it wasn't so great outside. Spring sprung, and then it's been raining. So now that it's nice out, woo, I wanted to take a drive and see what we can see. And yeah, I think it runs through North Carolina. Right now we're headed towards like the Asheville area, so running up and down, since you know the mountains run up and down the country. I actually asked Jacob originally, I'm like, does it go to Tennessee? He's like, no, the mountains are north and south. It runs north and south. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. I'm still getting used to this whole moving thing and trying to find like my sense of direction and where everything is. So let's go investigate. Maybe we'll see some animals, or I mean, we'll definitely see mountains. So let's go see what we see. So here we are at Thunderstruck Ridge, 100 feet below, elevation 4,780, which I guess doesn't seem quite as impressive after I've been in Colorado, but it's still absolutely amazing. Like, look at this. Hello, mountains. Hello, little animals that must be down there. I would like to see you. Animals. Last time Jacob and I saw some elk. I really want to see a bear, but not like next to me, like at a distance. I know that Cades Cove, I keep calling it Kings Cove. Now I know it is Cades Cove in Tennessee, has bears, plural, lots of bears. I think it's like the most dense area for bear in the area in the Smoky Mountains, so eventually we're gonna have to head there. Hopefully soon, actually, since I think the weather's supposed to be getting better. All right, let's continue on our journey to pull off this overlook, all scary like. And the roads here are all very, very curvy. One of the first places Jacob took me to was the Tail of the Dragon, which is super curvy, and we did that and then realized we had to turn around and come back the same way. So we did the Tail of the Dragon twice actually, and that was super scary. So there's a lot of motorcycles and stuff through here since they enjoy driving that, and it's super pretty, just like insanely pretty, the colors, and I can't wait to see this area in the fall because I was in New York packing during like prime fall foliage, so I can't wait. But the first thing I said when I came here and visited was that I couldn't believe how green it is. Like, it's just so dense and pretty and just amazing. Like, I'm used to Western New York that doesn't have a whole lot of natural beauty unless you drive to like Niagara Falls. Oh, we're coming an overlook. Just a scary mountain cliff. I was terrified the first time that I came through here with all like the drops, since they don't have barriers on the side of the road, and there's this one mountain that you can go on and see elk. I don't remember the name of the mountain. I call it Elk Mountain, but that's not the name. And then I found out there's actually an Elk Mountain, so apparently I'm just a confusing person. But yeah, it's super pretty. Oh, there's another overlook ahead. Yeah, this is the drive, me and overlooks. I guess we're passing that one, but yeah, I'm hoping we can see some animals or something. I've just pulled off at another overlook. It's so pretty, especially with the sun setting, and I've been listening to music while driving, and I have this like bulk playlist that has so many songs that I just keep adding stuff to. And Teddy Bear Picnic came on, so maybe that's a sign we'll see a bear. I honestly don't think we'll see a bear. I'm gonna go to Cades Cove for that. And I saw the bear at the Western North Carolina Nature Center, and the bear was eating a little bear popsicle. That's over in Jacob's vlog, but it was so fun. It looks like Water Rock Knob is over to the left up here. I don't know what that is. I'm trying to figure out what these things are living here. Ooh, this is really pretty coming up. Eventually, I want to like learn the name of like every mountain in the area and like the flowers, and I just don't know any of this stuff because, I mean, I'm not used to all of this. Like, I grew up in the north. It's not as dense with wildlife and flowers and everything. I mean, there's flowers, I know certain ones, but there's all these ones I've never heard of here. Feel like the trees look entirely different here, and especially as you head farther south. Like, I can tell as soon as we enter Georgia because the trees change. I feel like they're just like sticks, and really tall sticks, and the foliage is only on the top, the leaves. So as I travel, and again, I didn't travel a lot until I met Jacob. Like, I'm learning all this stuff, like, what is this tree? What is this? Like, I don't know. I like exploring, and I think I like the driving part of most of my adventures with Jacob more than like even the venues, because, or the events or what have you, because I don't know, I just like seeing the different landscapes, seeing everything. It's like just around the country, everything's so vast and so different, and I'm seeing everything for the first time. So I just pulled over at another overlook, and let's go see. So this overlook is called Yellowface, with an elevation of 6,032 feet. We're currently at 5,588 feet. And yeah, this one's a lot bigger. We're moving on up. It's so pretty. In the distance there, you can see just like a little home or something in the middle of all of this, but just so green and blue. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this little home, or I don't know what it is, but there's something down there. Do you think a bear lives there? Oh, I wasn't even zooming in the right place. There we go. What is it? I think that's a bear's house. I definitely think a bear lives there. Maybe it's Goldilocks? And then opposite the mountains as you're driving along, there's these rocks So you're surrounded on both sides. And then sometimes there's like little trickling waterfalls that come down. And somehow living by the Great Lakes, I used to think that there was only water really by the ocean and like by the lakes. And then the rest of the country was like, eh. But I mean, I never really accounted for like rivers and all that stuff. Like there's a lot of water in this area. There's rafting, there's tubing. People here call tubing on water. I'm used to snow tubing, which we don't even say like snow tubing, it's just tubing. And Jacob laughs at me about that. He's like, yeah, there's different kinds of tubing. There was just a little bluebird that flew over there. I also need to learn the names of birds. I have my bird buddy, my feeder, that tells me the names, so I'm getting a bit more versed in those at least. Off we go again. You can see the mountains and you can see what days are more foggy than others, and there's been days that like you can barely see the mountains because they're covered in fog or smoke because, you know, Smoky Mountains. And so I've been also trying to pick a day that the mountains just didn't appear to be covered in like dense clouds, because that would make the trip a little less enjoyable. Like, oh, well, I could see our clouds. So turning the banks here, turning the curbs, whatever they're called, I like how the sun comes up to the road and the shadows like of the mountains. Like all of a sudden it'll be dark, like see how we're turning here, it'll be all shadowy, but then you'll emerge and you can see the sun higher up on the mountains there. It's just a really pretty thing to see. Oh, and there's another overlook ahead. It looks like this one is called Fork Ridge Overlook. Oh, and someone's sitting there with a book just reading all nicely. There's another person next to her just laying down, and yeah, that actually seems like a really nice thing. Maybe I should take a book out here and read, because I mean, just look at the scenery. It's so peaceful, it's so nice. Like, I think when I'm having anxious days, I may have to come out here and then just, yeah, relax and do what she's doing. Just read and have a good time. I also appreciate the Blue Ridge Parkway because you can see nature and you can see all of this without hiking. And I have bad knees, so I can hike to a degree. It depends on like the trail and all that stuff, the grade of the hike. So yeah, here, look, there's all these overlooks. This one's called Scott Creek Overlook. This one you can't really see because the trees in the foreground are so tall. This is just a really pretty drive. It's a good way to just, I don't know, look out and see the beauty, maybe not have a million running thoughts through your mind, just decompress and appreciate what's here. I found another overlook. This one is called the Wesner Bald. Let's go see this one, because this one looks pretty open. Okay, we've made it to 5,560 feet and 4,914. And it's really pretty. Look at the shadows that are cast from the mountains behind me and like what we're standing on. And then again, there's all these little homes scattered about. I don't even know how people get home. It's just like in the middle of everything. Are there roads? It looks like there may be like one road. I've also noticed the farther we drive up the mountain, the cooler it gets. Like I think we started at like 70 or 80 and now we're down to like 60. It's also getting later at night and the sun's going down, so that makes sense. Off we go again, looking to make sure there's no cars coming. Coming up like every minute for a while there. Oh, what does this sign say? Oh, overlook ahead. I spoke too soon. Oh, there's little stairs on the left over there. This overlook just like crept up on me. I'm actually pulling off because there was a car behind me and I'm going kind of slow. So we'll let them go. That overlook was very tree covered and not exactly the best of overlooks. I've noticed that too while traveling. Like you pull over an overlook and then there's all these trees. Like I'm sure it's very pretty behind the trees that you can't see through. But otherwise you're just looking at those trees. I also like all the little wildflowers. I can't tell you what they're called. No idea. I do have the app now where you can just hold up your camera and it tells you the name of the flower. I haven't played with it yet, but I did get the name of it from Jacob's mom, so I can mess around with it soon, especially since I'm going to be gardening soon. Oh, I found another overlook. Oh no, look, see what I mean? Like this one has like trees and stuff blocking it too. This one's called Woodfin Valley. But it's kind of hard to see past all the layer of trees in the front. You can only see like, excuse me, that one little patch of mountains there. And unsurprisingly, my eyes are watering. They're all puffy. I'm sneezing because my allergies are just terrible here with all the new allergens. So yeah, when I went to my primary doctor when I first moved here, she's like, okay, you're gonna have to start taking some allergy medicine come like March because your allergies are going to be crazy. And she's not wrong. Like my voice is getting all and it's all because of allergies. Like, and now I'm just out in like the middle of nature and trees and forests and flowers and who knows what, and so I'm sniffling. I don't think, like, my knees aren't made for hiking, and apparently my allergies aren't made for like flowers and stuff. Like, I see other vloggers that see these flowers and they're like, have their whole face in them, smelling them. And I'm like, I don't know how you're doing that. Like, I would die. Like, I would just be a runny mess, both my eyes and my nose. Slow, dangerous curves. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna go slow. Speed limit's 25. Spiral curve. Oh no. Those are not words that I ever hear in New York. A spiral curve. Like, there's so many curves here. I call them loopies whenever I see oh no, I'm sorry, I call them squiggles whenever I see the little sign. And like, I'm driving with Jacob, I'm like, oh, it's getting squiggly. But yeah, I don't think that's the right terminology. Just like when I was at Ripley's with Jacob, and this still haunts me. I don't know why I said this. Instead of cellies for your bunkmate in jail, your cellmate, I said bunky buddies. I don't even know where I got that from. Like, clearly that is not what it's called, but I don't know why. The first word that always comes to me is not the correct word. So we have squigglies and bunky buddies, and I'm sure there's a lot more examples. That was in the Ripley's video with Jacob, and there was like a cell set up and wax figure and stuff, and he was my bunky buddy. It's super dark here. It's getting more and more dense. Oh my goodness. Like, I just have to keep clearing my throat from allergies. So, I was thinking that allergies would end at the beginning of spring, and they're still going strong. Like, is there a time that allergies end, or am I just gonna have like summer allergies now and like fall allergies? I know I did have fall allergies again in New York, so maybe I'm just going to have allergies until winter comes. I was okay in November when I moved here, so maybe I just need to oh, there's the exit for Waynesville. But maybe I'm just gonna have allergies until, oh no, there's a sign that said no gas available for the next 50 miles. I do have gas, so we're okay. But yeah, I was saying maybe I'm just gonna have allergies indefinitely now, just until winter begins again. The ranger office is down there. Living here, I've also seen like wildlife nightly in the yard. I saw a turtle and was super excited in the backyard. There's been a lot of possums and raccoons. I haven't seen a bear in real life, except for the zoo, like I said earlier. But there's more animals, and it's funny, like, just how different it is living in like the forest, essentially. Like, you go outside and you hear like frogs and just all kinds of noises. There was like howling the other night, so it was probably a coyote or something, but the noise just kept getting closer, and I'm used to going outside at night and being happy if I see like a bunny. And at my old apartment, there was a bunny that was always out every night, and Jacob and I named it Night Bunny. I do miss Night Bunny, but now I have even more little friends in the yard. And I think this is going to be the last overlook of today, at least, because it's Waynesville and this is where I live. The elevation, we've gone down some. Well, the elevation at home, I should say, is 2,644 feet, but the elevation here is still 4,000 plus. But yeah, you can look out, and again, this is one of those overlooks that is primarily blocked by trees, as you can see here. But yeah, you can look down, and apparently this is Waynesville down here. Hello? Hello, house, where are you? Hello, Cammie and Scarlett. Hello, down here somewhere. Where are you, kitties? I'm gonna pretend that that's them, like right there. There somewhere. There, even my finger's blurry because I'm zoomed in so far. No kitties at home. I'm gonna come see you in a minute. So thanks for watching the trip on the Blue Ridge Parkway. I think I may have called it something different in the intro. It is the Blue Ridge Parkway, I believe. I'm still new to this. Like, I'm getting all the words mixed up. Like I said, where the bear are, I thought it was Kings Cove. It's Cades Cove. I need to read up on this and figure out the stuff around me. But I mean, I've only been here for not even 6 months, so I think I'm doing okay. At least I know a couple things. And at another overlook back that way, there was another woman with her little chair reading a book. So I guess that's a thing you do here. I didn't even consider that. It sounds really nice. So that may be something that will be in my future. So thank you for watching. Yeah, I have a Patreon, I have a Cameo. I now have channel memberships that boast all kinds of fun perks. There's lightsabers and Ewoks and fun, oh my. So head over there. I'm going to be trying to upload as frequently as possible. I've been feeling better. So if I'm not around, I'm probably not feeling well. But if I am around, hooray. So thanks for watching. I think that's it for now. I don't want to get hit by a bear. Like, I don't know what hit by a bear means. Like a bear runs out and just swats me. I don't know. It's getting darker and I'm starting to hear more wildlife, and it's getting cooler, and there's literally no one around. So I'm starting to be like, okay, maybe I should head home. I'm still not used to this country rural area. I'm used to dense city, and so it gets dark and I'm like, oh, bear. Even though I really want to see a bear, but not to run out and eat me, even though I don't think that would happen. I don't think black bear are generally very aggressive. Oh, there's a car. That means maybe that car can save me if a bear comes. Or not, they just left. All right, I'm on my own again. But thank you for watching. I guess that's it.